And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 36.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Purdy off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Breaks through the contact. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021? That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle. You talk about this Washington defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8 on 4th and 2. Lance and company going on 4th down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. But he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Purdy. Sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gibson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Devontae Sherman on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 1-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Pollard, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Purdy.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Purdy now to throw.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half. Purdy out left to Dotson.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back. and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Shifts by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Left side to Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 11-yard line.
Ready?
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders' 1st down. Here's Gibson on the read option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Chauncey Golston forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Look at the big fella go. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. That's picked up by the Cowboys.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this?
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Now Lance.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Red, cycle.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Lance looks to throw again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Field, black. Field, yellow. Ready.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here.
It's caught. Tolbert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete to number 18, Jalen Tolbert. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dallas.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Fight, 97.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Jabril Cox.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Washington on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Steps away to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Straight ahead, Gibson. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 3rd and 2. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Dancing to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A 52-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Max's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down,
Go set.
And Lance going to throw.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey,
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Purdy.
That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance, that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, they conclude the regular season with